it's a myth that there are two different kinds of writers. A lot of the time, the writing community will split writers up into plotters and pantsers. Do you like to know where your story is going? Do you like to lay out all the beats? Or do you like to just sit down at an empty page and write? In reality, there are lots of little steps along the way in between those things. There's a huge gray area. Some people like to sit down and write having no knowledge of what they're about to write or about to do. Some people like to develop their characters a little bit first. Some people like to know maybe the start and the end of what they're about to do. Some people like to have a general outline like the story circle. Some people like to take the story circle and break it down into 4-act plot structure beats with like Save the Cat beat. Some people like to take that and move even further into a scene by scene outline. Some people like to take their scene by scene outlines and then break down the dialogue and the kind of character movements and then go in and flesh out. There are all kinds of different ways to approach writing a book that don't just require you being either a huge, super diehard plotter or a super lackadaisical, I don't even care what's about to happen pantser. So as a writing coach, I highly encourage you to go through and find what kind of writer you are. Go through and find what kind of plot you like to have. I find that I really like to have my 4-act structure beats after the story circle. Sometimes I'll break down into a scene by scene, especially if it's a bigger project that I'm tackling. With my first novel, I couldn't even really fit it into the story circle because it's a collection of short stories. So each short story kind of follows its own story circle, but the way that the novel planned out was different. So it will differ between writer and even project and project, but you don't have to be a plotter, you don't have to be a pantser, you can be somewhere in between.